Hey everyone, so today I'm going to make a video I'm going to title Then and Now. It's basically going to be a video on some things I want to talk about from before I was pregnant and how they've changed since I've had kids. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my goals. My goals are basically the same because I'm going to graduate in January with my associates, and my goals to begin with were to be a registered nurse, and that's still my goal. It's probably going to take me a little bit longer than if I were to have waited to have kids, but that is still my goal. So my goals are the same then and now, before our kids and after kids. I'm just one step closer to getting there. Okay, and the second thing is going to be my weight. My weight has completely changed since I've had kids. My weight before I had kids was 111, and I'm not even going to tell you what it is now, but it's a lot more, and I'm working on that. So the third thing is how many kids I wanted. Before I had kids, I used to say I wanted 6 kids if I could afford it. Now it has changed a little bit because I have 2, and I know how expensive they can get. And maybe in the future I can afford to have 6. But right now we're looking at 3 or 4. So that's how it's changed. Next is how close you are to family. Before I had kids, I wasn't extremely close to my family. After, I'm a lot more close to my mom. And I think we have like the perfect mother-daughter relationship right now. But I wasn't extremely close to them before I had kids, so I would say that my relationship with my family has gotten better from before I had kids to after I had kids. Next is how close you are to friends. Then, before I had kids, I was really close to my friends, and we would hang out a lot and talk a lot and whatever. Now I pretty much have the same friends, but we don't get to see each other as much. We don't talk as often. And of course I have lost a few of those friends I don't talk to anymore, but basically I have the same ones, but we just can't get together and talk as much as we used to. Next is how often you go out alone. Obviously before I had kids I could do whatever I wanted, but before I had kids I didn't even have my license. I didn't get my license till I was 17, so really I didn't get to go out alone then either. But now I go out alone, like completely alone by myself, very, very seldomly. And if I do get to go, it's usually to go to the grocery store. Okay, next is how often you get a date night. I was younger before I had kids, so obviously we didn't get many date nights, but we could go over to each other's houses basically whenever we wanted. I usually saw Daniel every single day, pretty close to every single day. And now we get date nights like once a month, if that. Basically because money's tight sometimes, and babysitters, and I just don't like leaving my kids that much, so we don't get very often date nights, but we do get them sometimes. The next one is how often you put makeup on. Before I had kids, I have basically the same before and after I had kids. I've never been the type of person that wears makeup every single day, so I would say on average every other day maybe, and that's like with and without kids. The next one is how often you go to bed before 11. And before I had kids, that would have been pretty often because of school and all of that. I never really was one of the kids who stayed up like super. Okay, like I was saying, I was never one of the people who stayed up really, really late all the time. So I used to go to bed before 11 quite often. Now I go to bed before 11 maybe twice a week. We're always up so late. if it's with one of the kids or having to do homework or having to clean or something. We're always up pretty late. And the next one is take a nap. How often you used to get to take a nap before and after kids? Obviously, before kids, I used to get to take a nap whenever I wanted. And after kids, I never get a nap because I always have... Go ahead. Now, I never get to take a nap because usually one of the boys is up, and if they are both sleeping, that's when I need to get a shower or do some cleaning or do some homework. And the last thing I put was how often you get to take a long shower. And usually for me, that's never anymore. A long shower never happens. I get in and out. Before kids, I used to love long, good showers. Now I never get one. And that's basically all I was going to talk about. Feel free to do this. If you want, you can make up your own and talk about whatever you think's changed. I just want to talk about basically the things that have changed since then and now, before and after kids. And like I said, feel free to do this video. And sorry, I'm like, to me, my voice sounds messed up, but it might not to you guys. But I feel like I'm getting a cold. But anyways, please like, subscribe, and request videos that you want. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.